members only live stream. Let me see if I can rotate to I want to go to landscape. So let me see if I could do a landscape. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. I don't want a green screen. There we go. Give me a second, guys. Let's see if we can go to... No, don't want to do that. Okay. I'm not sure why. Okay, well, there's nobody in here yet. So I'm going to figure this out while there's still nobody in here. So give me a second. Let's see. No, don't want that. Okay, let me see what happens. Hey, Sally. Sally's joining us right now. Hello, Sally. All right. I don't know why I can't get it to horizontal, but welcome to the members only live stream. We have officially begun. And again, I am trying to get this to a horizontal. Right now it's on vertical, and I don't know why I can't change it, but oh well, I guess we're going to have to live with this. Anyway, welcome to my April members only live stream. Sally is here with us right now, and hopefully we will be joined by others in just a few moments. But in the meantime, again, I am trying to get this to go to vertical. I can't do it, so I guess we're going to have to settle for a horizontal live stream. So hello and welcome to Sally, and let's hope that very, very soon we will get more people. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it to horizontal, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, guys. I think we're going to have to settle for a vertical live stream, but it's okay. It's a members only, so I won't worry about anybody coming in that doesn't belong here. We won't have to worry about that. So it is a members only live stream for members only. So welcome, everybody. And today is Sunday, April 27th, 2025. Now, we are going to be doing trivia today. So, and Sally, I cannot wait for you to move here. I know you're going to love living in Manhattan. And hey, look who's here. Hey, Virginia, how you doing? Virginia is here. Hey, homie, how you doing, Virginia? So I got two brand new trivia books, both by the same author. This one is called Mr. New York's Trivia Game. This is volume 1. And it's over 500 pages, 554 pages. And oh, you're very welcome, Virginia. It's my pleasure. So this is volume 1, Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz. And this is Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz volume 2. It's a much thinner book. This one is only, let's see. Oh, this one's only 200 something pages. So much, much smaller. So this is Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz Volume 2. So we're going to be asking some questions today for our trivia quiz. And yes, that's right. Sally's going to be moving from Brooklyn to Manhattan. So, and she's going to be a neighbor. So I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, Sally, we cannot wait until you move to Manhattan. Going to be a lot of fun. And today, by the way, is the first day of the Macy's Flower Show. I gave you a preview of it the other night when I was at Macy's in Herald Square. So the flower show does begin today. I'm hoping to be able to get back there so I can show you more of the flower show. I gave you a little preview of it the other night, and I hope you did enjoy that one. But I will be going back to Macy's again to show you the rest of the flower show. There are some interactive things going on there. So again, I will be going back to Macy's in Herald Square to show you the actual flower show and the, of course, the windows in front of Macy's. It's already time for some water. Excuse me. And Sally is celebrating 11 months as a member of Homies Heard. Sally just renewed her membership. And look at that, Virginia celebrating 15 months as a member of Homies Heard. Thank you again so much, Virginia and Sally. And hopefully, again, we will be joined by some more people coming up. Maria is here. Hello, Maria. So glad that you're here joining us right now. So we will be doing some trivia in just a little while. Again, thank you all so much for spending part of your Sunday afternoon here with me. I do appreciate it. And it's been a while since I've done a members-only live stream. Again, just a lot been going on between not working and, you know. So I just had a lot on my mind and a lot to take care of, you know, because of the no work. You know, the layoff, and just a lot's been going on, guys. So I'm glad to be back doing this members only live stream. And today, the Yankees are playing a doubleheader in the Bronx because yesterday's game was rained out. Even though we really didn't have much rain yesterday, we had a thunderstorm late at night. But we didn't have any rain during the day. So I don't know why they canceled or postponed yesterday's game, but they did. So they're playing a doubleheader today in the Bronx. And I just turned off the game. Right now they're losing 1-0 to the Toronto Blue Jays. So anyway, welcome to the people that are here right now. I've got 5 people and already 1 like. So thank you so much, guys. And Sally saying it was raining outside heavy. Yes, yeah, it was raining. It started raining very, very heavy, but it wasn't until last night. I'm not sure if it was raining in Brooklyn yesterday, but here in Manhattan, it did not rain until last night. So I don't know, weird weather that we're having. Anyway, so we've got Maria, we've got Virginia, we've got Sally Scipio. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, Virginia, for hitting that like button. And don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Please, yes, please, please, please hit that like button, guys. And it's 81. Oh, wow, it's 81 where you are. Wow, Maria, nice and warm. It's only in the 50s here. It's cold. It's like 51 degrees. Cold. Considering that it's been in the 70s the past few days. But it's going to jump right back up tomorrow. It's going to jump back up to about 72, I think, tomorrow. So it's going to be warm again. But it's just, yeah, just one day of brief coldness here in Manhattan. But tomorrow it'll jump back up into the 70s. So it's going to get nice and warm. Nice, warm springtime weather here in Manhattan. And again, I hope everybody is having a super Sunday. Virginia saying, I love the spring and fall. I know, me too. Me too. I love springtime. I mean, I like summertime too, but I'm a November baby. So I prefer the fall weather. I mean, of course, winter doesn't begin until December, but that's why I'm a cool weather type person. I like the cooler weather. I don't like it when it's too cold, obviously, and I don't like it when it's too hot. But hey, to each his own. People prefer warm weather. Some people like hot weather. Some people like the cooler weather. But definitely, Virginia, I love the spring and the fall. Absolutely. So, anyway, why don't we get started with some trivia? So, we'll start with this big book. Look how thick this book is. Pretty thick. Sally saying, I love the fall too. Yeah, me too. I'm a November baby. I like the cooler weather. Anyway, okay. So, there are many, many different topics in this book. There's history, there's city facts, there's a chapter on Manhattan, there's a chapter on Brooklyn, there's a chapter on Queens, there's a chapter on the Bronx, Staten Island, then there's one on people, then there's one on New York City places, politics and government. Politics we don't really like to discuss. Architecture, business and finance, transportation, religion, New York law, restaurants, sports, hotels, Coney Island. There's a chapter on Coney Island. And hey, there's Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo, how you doing? Ricardo here in the Mod Squad. Hello there, Ricardo and Maria. And Dave in Bangor, Maine. Hello, Dave. How you doing? So a lot of and there's one chapter in here called New York Talk. New York Talk. Let's see if I can. There it is. New York Talk. New York Talk. So we're gonna have to get to a couple of questions. You know what? Why don't we start with New York Talk? Page 315. Let's see. New York Talk. Okay. So let's get started with our first trivia question. Okay. Here's the first question, guys. Let's see who can get this one. And it's a multiple choice question, multiple choice. When New Yorkers say, I'm going out to the island, they are most likely referring to A, Nassau and Suffolk County, B, Queens and Kings County, C, Queens, Kings, Nassau or Suffolk County, or D, City Island. Again, I'll repeat the question. When New Yorkers say, I'm going out to the island, they are most likely referring to A, Nassau or Suffolk County, B, Queens or Kings County. By the way, Kings County is Brooklyn. C, Queens, Kings, Nassau or Suffolk, or D, City Island. Is it A, B, C, or D? Virginia saying New York and New Jersey talk similarly. Yes, that's true. People from New Jersey also, yes, that's right. As a matter of fact, for those of you that used to watch The Sopranos, they were supposed to be from New Jersey, and a lot of people from New Jersey do talk like New Yorkers, like they're from Brooklyn. I think a lot of people from Brooklyn did transplant themselves into New Jersey. That's why I think a lot of New Jerseyans talk like New Yorkers. David Bangor, Maine is saying City Island. Virginia is saying C. Again, choice C was Queens, Kings, Nassau, or Suffolk. Virginia says, did you say Suffolk? Nassau? Nassau. I said Suffolk. Suffolk, Nassau, Queens, and Kings. Choice C was Queens, Kings, Nassau, and Suffolk. Choice A was Nassau and Suffolk. Choice B was Queens and Kings. Choice C, Queens, Kings, Nassau, and Suffolk. and D was City Island. Okay, Ricardo is saying C. Virginia is saying, okay, yes, C. Maria is saying C. Oh, there were typos. That's okay, Virginia. Okay. Time is up. And Barbara McPeak is here. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Barbara saying good afternoon, Alan and homies. Testing our knowledge today. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Barbara. Barbara joining us from Texas. Okay, guys. Time is up. The correct answer. Nobody got it right. It was not C. Even though queens and kings are part of Long Island, actually, when they say I'm going out to the island, they're referring only to Nassau and Suffolk. Choice A. Choice A was the correct choice. Now, geographically, Long Island encompasses 4 counties: Queens, Kings, Nassau, and Suffolk. Long Island, as far as New Yorkers are concerned, begins after the Queens eastern border, which would be the city line. So actually, they're only referring to Nassau and Suffolk counties. So, yeah, Virginia said I thought it was all the counties. But no, the actual answer is only Nassau and Suffolk. So Long Island would actually be past the city line. So once you go over the city line from Queens into Nassau, then technically people say when they say I'm going out to the island, they are referring to Nassau and Suffolk. Okay. Next question. What is the English translation in the language known as Brooklynese for the words dem, dees, and does? Again, what is the English translation in the language known as Brooklynese, quote unquote, Brooklynese, for the words dem, does, and dees? That's an easy one. You should all get this one. Dem, does, and dees. Everybody should get this. Exactly, Virginia. You would have to be a true New Yorker. A true New Yorker. Virginia saying them, those, and these. Anybody else want to give it a shot? I forgot to get my pad so I could keep score. Barbara saying them, those, and these. And I forgot to get my sound effects too. I got to get my sound effects. So Virginia and Barbara both saying them, those, and these. And Ricardo saying them, those, and these. Anybody else? Time is just about up. And of course, the correct answer is them, those, and these. Yes. Okay. Good job. Them, those, and these. Let me get my pad so I can keep score. Give me 1 second. It would help if I had a pen. Okay, there we go. So Ricardo gets a point, Virginia gets a point, and Barbara gets a point. Okay. Good job, guys. Good job. Here we go. Next question. Okay. Let's see who can get this one. Some New Yorkers during the summer months lay in the sun on their very own tar beach. Again, some New Yorkers during the summer months lay in the sun on their very own tar beach. What does that location refer to? What does it mean when they say tar beach? Barbara saying rooftop. Again, those of you, if you're from New York, you know, we New Yorkers, we are very familiar with the term tar beach, especially when you live in an apartment. Now, I grew up in a house. My whole life, I grew up in a private house. And you've all seen the house that I grew up in when I went to Douglaston. Maria saying she doesn't know. Virginia saying rooftop. It's okay not to know. Ricardo is saying rooftop. And let's see, time is just about up. Okay, guys, time is up. The correct answer is, of course, rooftop. Yes. Yes, it's a rooftop. Tar Beach. Okay, so for those of you that are not from New York, uh, you know, if you've grown up in an apartment, growing up in an apartment, when you're on the rooftops in apartment buildings are usually made from, you know, they usually covered in tar. And of course, people that didn't go to the beach, if you grew up in an apartment building, you would lay up on the rooftop and you would get your suntan up there. And of course, they called that Tar Beach because the roof was made with tar. So that's why they called it Tar Beach. So, yes, an apartment house roof, of course. A rooftop. Yes, good job. So, everybody gets another point. Another point for Ricardo, Virginia, and Barbara. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let me go to the next page. Here's some. Okay, here we go. Everybody's going to get the answer to this next one. A New York egg cream is A, an automobile accident, B, a blow to the head, C, a drink, or D, a stickball hit. and a New York egg cream is A, an automobile accident, B, a blow to the head, C, a drink, or D, a stickball hit. Barbara saying C, Virginia saying C. Ricardo, come on, I know you know this one. Sally saying C. Hey, there we go, Sally getting into the game. Maria saying C. Ricardo saying C. Everybody gets a point. Yes, of course, the correct answer is C. Yes. Of course. Yes. It's a drink, of course. It is a drink. So let me add Maria. Maria gets a point. And let me add Sally. Sally gets a point. And of course, Ricardo, Virginia, and Barbara also get points. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, yes. Egg creams do not contain eggs. For those of you that have never had an egg cream, they do not contain eggs or cream. Of course, they most likely originated in Brooklyn, in a Brooklyn soda fountain. They are made of chocolate syrup. You bet chocolate syrup, of course. Whole milk and plain seltzer, and are still very, very popular in most candy stores and diners here in New York City. Of course, outside of New York City, they've never heard of an egg cream. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's a tough one. I don't know who's going to get this, but let's see. The name Gotham was first used in reference to New York City by A, the fictional character Batman, B, the author Washington Irving, C, New York City's Mayor William H. Gotham, or D, radio personality Howard Stern. Okay, the name Gotham was first used in reference to New York City by A, the fictional character Batman, B, the author Washington Irving, C, New York City's Mayor William H. Gotham, or D, radio personality Howard Stern. Oh, okay. Virginia's saying we had egg creams in Jersey. Okay, they were called black and whites. Ah, got it. Yes. Okay, so Virginia saying B, Maria saying B. Barbara saying B. Sally saying B. Virginia said, did you have that in Newark when you lived there? I think yes. As a matter of fact, there is a diner in Newark, as a matter of fact, that I had gone to a couple times. I did live in Newark for a couple of years. Actually, more than a couple of years. I lived in Newark for about, I think, 3 or 4 years. But I believe that they did have, and they did call it a black and white. I don't think they called it an egg cream, but yeah, you're definitely right about that, Virginia. Sally saying, if I am, it's because I don't know the answer. I'm just having fun. Oh, no problem. I'm glad you're here, Sally. I'm glad you're having fun. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's all about having fun, guys. And we've got 8 people in the chat, 3 likes already. And again, thank you so much, guys, for spending part of your Sunday afternoon here with me. I do appreciate it. Sally saying, I know the answer. I said B too. Okay, no problem. So it looks like everybody is saying B. We've got B's across the board. Everybody's saying B. And yes, of course, the answer is B. Yes. Yes, Washington Irving. Okay, after 1807, Washington Irving used this name in several of his published works to refer to New York City as Gotham. Gotham is an Anglo-Saxon name which means goat town. Interesting. The original Gotham in England during the Middle Ages was a town whose citizens feigned insanity to avoid paying taxes. Isn't that interesting? Irving bestowed this satirical name on New York, signifying a city of wise fools. Very, very interesting. So yes, the correct answer is B, author Washington Irving. He is the one that actually coined the name Gotham for New York City. Okay, good job. So everybody gets a point. Another point for everybody. Okay, good job, guys. Good job. Okay. Next question. Here we go. During the late 1960s, some of you were not born yet, but during the late 1960s, New York City's unofficial nickname was A, Sinville, 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 B, Yankeetown, C, Groovyopolis, or D, Fun City? Again, during the late 1960s, New York City's unofficial nickname was A, Sinville, Sinville, B, Yankeetown, C, Groovyopolis, or D, Fun City. Fun, Fun City. Not sun, fun, Fun, Fun City. Is it A, B, C, or D? During the late 1960s, New York City's unofficial nickname was A, Sinville, B, Yankeetown, C, Groovyopolis, or D, Fun City? And Virginia's saying, "Oh yes, that's right. He did read. He wrote the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That's right. That's right. Forgot about that. Yes, Washington Irving wrote the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yes, and of course, Sleepy Hollow is a town, an actual town, just north of New York City." Okay, Virginia's saying, guessing Fun City. Sally's saying A. Barbara's saying A. Ricardo's saying A. Virginia's saying A. Sinville. So everybody's saying Sinville. Virginia's saying Sin City would be Vegas. Yes, that is correct. Vegas is Sin City. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Okay, so everybody's saying choice A, Sinville. Oh, Virginia's saying no, I meant Fun City. Oh, okay. As a guess. Oh, thank you, Sally. Sally saying you're funny. I try. Hey, I try. But yes, Sin City would be Vegas. But okay, so are you saying Fun City is your guess, Virginia? So are you changing your answer to D? Virginia, are you changing your choice to D, Fun City? Again, during the late 1960s, New York City's unofficial nickname was A, Sinville, B, Yankeetown, C, Groovyopolis, or D, Fun City. I never called it any of those. I just called it the city. I know, right? Okay, so so Fun City. Okay, so the correct answer is D, Fun City. So, Virginia, you are the only one that got that right. Virginia is the only one that got that right. Yes, the correct answer was choice D, Fun City. Yeah, we are a fun city. So, yeah, Virginia gets a point. So, Virginia is the only one that got a point for that one. Yes, it was called Fun City. The short-lived nickname Fun City was credited to newspaper columnist Dick Schaap and Mayor John V. Lindsay. Its successor, the Big Apple, gained popularity after 1971. Wow. So New York City was not called the Big Apple until 1971. And yes, we are fun. You got that right, Sally. And yes, great job, Virginia. But yes, it was after 1971 where New York City got the name the Big Apple. Okay. Here we go. Next question. New York City subway passengers are most commonly referred to as A, strap hangers, B, metro passes, C, choo-choos, or D, sardines. And yes, it was definitely a very good guess, Virginia. Yeah. New York City subway passengers are most commonly referred to as A, strap hangers, B, metro passes, C, choo-choos, or D, sardines. Okay, Virginia is saying A. So far, Virginia is the only one that's chiming in. Here we go. Barbara saying A. Please stand clear of the closing doors, please. That's right, our good friend Charlie Pellet. Maria saying B. Sally saying A. Virginia saying I was one of those. Okay, guys. And Ricardo coming in at the last minute saying A. The correct answer is choice A. Yes. Choice A. Yes. Good job, guys. Good job. Yes, strap hangers. When the New York City subway system opened in 1904, standing passengers held onto straps which hung in the subway cars. And in 1905, the word strap hanger was coined to denote the masses who traveled rapid transit. Today's subway cars provide hinged loops, which are made out of metal on some of the older cars. However, now on the newer cars, all they have is just a bar that you would grab onto. Hinge loops that were made of aluminum or the horizontal metal bars to hold onto, which are now what they use in the newer cars. But they are not called Metro passes because Metro cards are the cards that they use, and which, by the way, are going to be phased out by 2026. They will no longer have Metro cards, guys. So it's only going to be the Omni system, which is the one Metro New York. So you can only use Omni to get into the subway and onto the buses because they are phasing out the Metro cards. And by 2026, they will definitely be phased out. Anyway, so it was strap hangers. The correct answer was A, strap hangers. Yes. So, okay, let me give out the points. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. Maria guessed B, but the answer was A. So everybody gets a point for that one. Okay. Nice job, guys. Here we go. Next question. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here's one now. Here's a phrase that I've mentioned many, many times. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes. As a matter of fact, I still have the Metro card that I purchased. That was a Law and Order Metro card. But I think I'm gonna still purchase a couple of Metro cards just to have and just to keep them as mementos. So definitely, if you have a Metro card, guys, hold on to your Metro cards because they will become collector's items one of these days. Absolutely. And oh yeah, that's right. You can buy. Yes, you can definitely buy one of those straps at the MTA. Yes, probably in the Transit Museum also. So absolutely, you're absolutely right, Virginia. Absolutely. Um, okay, but here we go. Okay, next question. Times Square is also popularly known as A, Amsterdam, B, the Land of Oz, C, New York Seedy, 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 or D, the crossroads of the world. Again, Times Square is also popularly known as A, Amsterdam, B, the Land of Oz, C, New York Seedy, Seedy, or D, the crossroads of the world. Ricardo saying, I got two Metro cards. Yes, that's right. That's right. But hold on to them because they are, they are being phased out. And again, Omni is going to be the way to go. And they are selling Omni cards now that you could use. If you don't have that feature on your phone where you could just tap the phone to the Omni, you can buy an Omni card. Again, it's, you just tap it on the screen. But you can buy an Omni card. Okay, Virginia's saying, I have to guess that one. Sally's saying, I have more to know. Well, hey, you're always going to learn. You're always going to learn something when I do trivia, guys, you're always going to learn something here. Always going to be a lot of fun here because that's what it's all about. It's all about food and fun. That's why I named the channel Food and Fun. Okay, so Barbara's saying, I will guess D. Virginia saying all the above. Maria saying B. Ricardo saying B. Virginia saying maybe Crossroads because of all the people. Sally saying B. Okay. And time is coming down to the end. And time is up. The correct answer was D. Choice D, the crossroads of the world. I've referred to that many, many times. The crossroads of the world. Times Square is known as the crossroads of the world. And the reason is the area in and around the intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue, known as Times Square. Wait, got to turn the page. Has been identified with New York's theater district for a century. It attracts millions of visitors from all over the world to its stage productions, bright lights, hotels, restaurants, and all-night vitality. Many have dubbed it the heart of New York, or even the world for that matter. During the beginning of the 20th century, the square was filled with vaudeville theaters, then lavish movie houses, dancing, and live performances abounded. During the 1960s, adult bookstores and pornography theaters appeared. And in the 1980s, the rehabilitation efforts began. This section of Manhattan is still undergoing an extraordinary revitalization. So it is known as the crossroads of the world. Okay. So, Virginia, you get a point. And hello to Nicole. Hey, Nicole, joining us from New Jersey. Hello, Nicole. Welcome to my April members only live stream. So glad you're here. So let me. Okay, so who is it? Virginia. Virginia said choice D, crossroads of the world, was the correct answer. Okay, guys. So let's go to another topic right now. So there's plenty of other questions from New York Talk, but we're going to go to a different, let's see, why don't we go to, let's try NYC places, page 129. Let's go to page 129. Okay. New York City places. Here we go. So we're going to a new topic now. And Nicole, welcome to trivia. And as a matter of fact, I think the first time that you were here, Nicole, was for also for another trivia contest that I had done. So I'm so glad that you're here joining us, Nicole. I feel like I'm under anesthesia. I am just so jolly as always. Well, Sally, I'm glad that you're here and I'm glad that you're feeling great. Again, thank you. Thank you so much, Sally. And we cannot wait until you move here to Manhattan. Sally's going to be a neighbor, so I cannot wait. And we will welcome you here with open arms, Sally, of course. Okay. All right, so New York City places. Here we go. Let's start off with a nice, easy one. Okay. Here we go. New York City places. This popular New York City tourist attraction on Manhattan's 57th Street has the rear portion of a 1959 Cadillac serving as its canopy. Is it A, Planet Hollywood, B, the Harley-Davidson Cafe, C, Warner Brothers Store, or D, the Hard Rock Cafe? Okay, again, this popular New York tourist attraction on Manhattan's 57th Street has the rear portion of a 1959 Cadillac serving as its canopy. Is it A, Planet Hollywood, B, Harley Davidson Cafe, C, Warner Brothers store, or D, the Hard Rock Cafe? Oh, is Virginia, are you leaving? Wait, I think I. Oh, yeah, okay. Virginia said, sorry, I have to go. I'm watching my grand. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you for being here. Hershey's Kisses, Virginia. I'm so glad you are here. Take care, Virginia. That's right. So Nicole saying the first time she was here was for trivia. I am looking for the two magnets. I won, which are wrong. Oh, yes. Oh, looking at the two magnets. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Nicole. And I'm glad you're here for this trivia. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And there we go, Virginia dropping some of my home emojis. Thank you so much. And guys, you're all welcome to drop some home emojis since you are all members. Not a problem, Virginia. Thank you for being here. Mwah, Hershey's Kisses. We love you. There we go. Sally dropping some Hershey's Kisses. There we go. Take care, Virginia. There we go. Now Nicole dropping the home emojis, the New York Yankees home emojis. Excellent. Okay, so getting back to the question. This popular New York City tourist attraction on Manhattan's 57th Street has the rear portion of a 1959 Cadillac serving as its canopy. Is it A, Planet Hollywood, B, the Harley Davidson Cafe, C, the Warner Brothers store, or D, the Hard Rock Cafe? There we go. Ricardo dropping a whole bunch of Hershey's Kisses. There we go. Thank you, Ricardo. Okay, so Barbara saying choice D. Okay, let's go, guys. Sally saying choice D. Let's get those answers in before time runs out. Time is just about to run out. Okay, so both Barbara and Sally said choice D. Nicole saying, I think all who answered said D. Scroll. Oh, okay, okay. So let me scroll back up. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, yes, okay. Ricardo said D. Sally said D. Maria said D. Okay. Yes, so I think everybody said choice D. So the correct answer is choice D. Yes. That is correct. It was the Hard Rock Cafe. Yes. Yes, choice D is correct. And thank you for letting me know, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, everybody that said choice D got it correct. It was the Hard Rock Cafe. So let me give everybody a point. Okay, everybody got a point for that one. Yes, the Hard Rock Cafe. Now, all of the choices, by the way, are tourist-themed attractions, establishments, which are located near 57th Street, within a few blocks of each other. However, the Hard Rock Cafe in 1983 was the first on the street. Also, observing honorable mention in the area are the Brooklyn Diner and Jekyll and Hyde's. Yes, and by the way, the Brooklyn Diner, I've been to the Brooklyn Diner a couple of times. And as a matter of fact, when I was at the Brooklyn Diner, not the one in Manhattan, actually, it wasn't the Brooklyn Diner on 57th Street. It was another Brooklyn Diner that I had gone to, where I had that funny looking hot dog, that phallic symbol looking hot dog. And I'm sure that you've all seen the pictures of it. But the correct answer was the Hard Rock Cafe. Yes. The Hard Rock Cafe is the only one that has the 1959 Cadillac, the rear portion, not the front portion of the Cadillac, the rear portion with the trunk, okay? The rear portion of that 1959 Cadillac. The only restaurant that has that is the Hard Rock Cafe. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here's an easy one. Herald and Times Squares in Manhattan are named after A, newspapers, B, streets, C, battleships, or D, theaters. Okay, again, Herald and Times Squares in Manhattan are named after A, newspapers, B, streets, C, battleships, or D, theaters. Barbara saying A. Nicole saying A. Maria saying D. Sally saying A. Ricardo saying A. And time is up. The correct answer was choice A. Choice A, yes, newspapers. Yes, they were all, Herald and Times Squares were both named after newspapers. The now defunct New York Herald was the world's largest daily newspaper at the time of the Civil War. The Herald's headquarters was located at 35th Street and Broadway in Manhattan at today's Herald Square. The New York Times has been headquartered since 1904 near the square named in its honor. Yes, the New York Times was originally located in what is now called Times Square. That's why they called it Times Square. Now, by the way, it's Times with an S at the end, not Time Square. It's not T-I-M-E. It is T-I-M-E-S, Times Square, because it was named after the New York Times. So, of course, it is Times Square. Okay, here we go. Next question. Okay, guys. Madison Square Garden is named after A. Oh, and by the way, I already gave, yes. Everybody got a point for that one? Okay, here we go. Next question. Madison Square Garden is named after A. New York sports writer Oscar Madison. B. Ice cream sponsor Dolly Madison. C. The Madison Advertising Agency. Or D. U.S. President James Madison. Again, Madison Square Garden is named after A. New York sports writer Oscar Madison. B. Ice cream sponsor Dolly Madison. C. The Madison Advertising Agency. Or D. U.S. President James Madison. Madison Square Garden, who was it named after? Was it named after New York sports writer Oscar Madison? B. Ice cream sponsor Dolly Madison. The Madison Advertising Agency, which is choice C. Or choice D. U.S. President James Madison. Nicole saying, I have no idea. My guess is A. Maria saying A. Barbara saying D. Sally Scipio saying A. Ricardo saying A. Ooh, Piggy. Okay. The correct answer was choice D. Yes, choice D was the correct answer. And the only one that got that right was Barbara. Yes. Choice D. Madison Square Garden acquired its name from its location on Madison Avenue overlooking Madison Square Park. The Manhattan Avenue and the square, as well as an uptown bridge and street in lower Manhattan, were all named in honor of the fourth president of the United States, James Madison. By the way, for those of you that do not know, Oscar Madison is a fictional person. Of course, Oscar Madison was from The Odd Couple, my favorite TV show ever. The Odd Couple, Oscar Madison and Felix Unger. So Oscar Madison is not a real person. Oscar Madison was a fictional name. Of course, Oscar Madison was played by Jack Klugman in the TV show. Again, Oscar Madison was the sloppy one. Felix Unger was the neat one. Oscar was a sports writer. And yes, so it was not named after Oscar Madison. Oscar Madison was a fictional character from The Odd Couple, played by Jack Klugman on the TV show. So Barbara is the only one that got that one right. So Barbara, you get a point. Very good, Barbara. Barbara got a point. Congratulations, Barbara. Yes, so the correct answer was D, U.S. President James Madison. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next question. This New York City landmark is located in Manhattan on Broadway at Wall Street. What is it called? Is it called A, the South Street Seaport, B, City Hall, C, the World Trade Center, or D, Trinity Church? Again, this New York City landmark is located in Manhattan on Broadway at Wall Street. Is it A, the South Street Seaport, B, City Hall, C, the World Trade Center, or D, Trinity Church? That was a good show, Barbara. You're right. Yes, it was definitely a good show. Oh, it was a funny show. I loved The Odd Couple. Okay, again, the question is, this New York City landmark is located in Manhattan on Broadway at Wall Street. Is it A, the South Street Seaport, B, City Hall, C, the World Trade Center, or D, Trinity Church? Nicole saying B. Ricardo saying B. Sally saying B. Maria saying B. Oh boy, it is windy outside. I hear the wind coming through the window. Wow. It is windy. Barbara McPeak saying B with a question mark. Okay, time is up. Nobody got it right. No, it's not City Hall. The correct answer was actually Trinity Church, choice D. Three buildings known as Trinity Church have occupied the site at Broadway and Wall Street. The first building opened for services in 1698. Wow. 1698, 300 years ago, or over 300 years ago, and burned to the ground in the Great Fire of 1776. The second Trinity Church was consecrated in 1790, and the third, which is today's landmark, opened in 1846. The first organ built in the United States was installed in the church in 1740. In 1976, England's Queen Elizabeth II visited the church and was presented with back rent as specified by the original charter in 1697, which, by the way, was 279 peppercorns, one per year. Wow. Wow. That's what they gave her as back rent. 279 peppercorns. Not money. 279 peppercorns was given to Queen Elizabeth as back rent. Wow. So the answer was Trinity Church. Choice D. So nobody got that one right. That's okay. All right. Here we go. Next question. Let's see if I can find a good one. Okay. Okay, here's a true or false question, guys. I'm telling you, it's very windy, Sally. Yes. Super windy. Yes, Nicole saying super windy. Yeah. Okay. True or false? There is a New York City Fire Museum and a New York City Police Museum in Manhattan. Is that true or false? Again, there is a New York City Fire Museum and a New York City Police Museum in Manhattan. True or false? Nicole saying true. You got a 50-50 on this one, guys. Got my good Poland Spring water. Sally saying true. Barbara saying true. Ricardo saying true. So it looks like everybody has said true. Nicole, Maria, Sally, Barbara, and Ricardo all said true. And of course, the answer is true. Yes, of course, everybody gets a point for that. Yes, the New York City Fire Museum, which opened in 1987, is at 278 Spring Street. And the New York City Police Museum, which opened in 1929, is at 235 East 20th Street. Hey, we're going to have to take a trip down there one of these days. So again, the New York City Fire Museum is at 278 Spring Street, and the New York City Police Museum is at 235 East 20th Street. So everybody gets a point. Everybody said true. So Ricardo gets a point. Barbara gets a point. Maria gets a point. Sally gets a point. And Nicole gets a point. Awesome job. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Here's another true or false question, guys. Central Park, as it appears today, is mostly unchanged since the early 1800s. Again, Central Park, as it appears today, is mostly unchanged since the early 1800s. Is that true or false? Central Park, as it appears today, is mostly unchanged since the early 1800s. Nicole's saying false. Barbara saying false. Maria saying false. Ricardo saying false. Anybody else? Anybody else? Sally, how about you, Sally? True or false? Again, it's a 50-50 on this one, guys. And Sally saying false. There we go. Sally just got it in at the last minute. The correct answer, guys, is, of course, false. Yes. Yes, false is the correct answer. The area, which is present day Central Park in the early 19th century, was a rocky, swampy, and pestilential eyesore. Yeah, there are a lot of pests and bugs, and ugh. It included shanty towns and was home to many goats and hogs. Very interesting. Of course, now we know Central Park as being the beautiful central area of Manhattan. So, yes, Central Park is now gorgeous. So, yeah, very good, guys. The answer was false. Everybody gets a point. Everybody gets a point for that one. Okay, so far, Barbara is in the lead. Barbara has 10 points so far. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right, why don't we try a different topic? Let us try. Why don't we go to the topic, the chapter Brooklyn? Let's go to Brooklyn, page 63. Here we go. I really like this book, guys. Guys, this book is fantastic. Again, it's called Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz. The book is over 500 pages. It's got it's the ultimate party game, including 38 topics. And it has true and false, multiple choice, list matching, trivia bits, charts. It's really a great book, guys. So again, this is the book, Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz. And the author is John V. Barbieri. Okay. John V. Barbieri. He's the author. Mr. New York's Trivia Quiz. And I really like this book. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Brooklyn. We're going to ask some questions based on Brooklyn. True or false? Brooklyn was never a city. True or false? Brooklyn was never a city. My nose is running, guys. I better go catch it. Remember the old joke? Somebody would make a phony phone call and say, your refrigerator is running. Or no, they would say, is your refrigerator running? They would call up and say, hello, is your refrigerator running? And the other person on the other line, on the other end of the line would say, yeah, it is. And then the person would say, well, you better go catch it. Is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. Well, guess what? My nose is running. Allergies, guys, allergies. It's my spring allergies. Anyway. So again, true or false? Brooklyn was never a city. True or false? Okay, so Nicole saying true. Maria saying false. Sally saying she don't know. She's laughing. You're from Brooklyn, Sally? True or false? Brooklyn was never a city. So Nicole saying true. Maria saying false. Sally laughing. Anybody else want to guess? Okay, Sally saying false. Hurry up, guys. Time is running out. Ricardo saying false. And time is up. It wasn't always a city, Barbara saying. Okay, the correct answer was false. The correct answer was false. Yes. So let's see. Okay, so Maria gets a point. Sally gets a point. Ricardo gets a point. And okay, so the town of Brooklyn officially became a city in 1834. So it started out as a town. It did become a city in 1834. In 1896, the boundaries of the city of Brooklyn corresponded to present-day Brooklyn. On January 1st of 1898, the city of Brooklyn was absorbed into Greater New York City. So then it became a borough. So, oh no, that's okay, Nicole. That's okay. So anyway, Maria, you get a point. Sally gets a point. Ricardo gets a point. Barbara gets a point. Okay. That's okay, Nicole. Not to worry. Not to worry. Okay. Here we go. Next question. This is multiple choice. This is a multiple choice question. The official flower of Brooklyn is a tree, B, the forsythia, C, the sandlot weed, or D, the Dodger blue. Again, the official flower of Brooklyn was A, a tree, B, the forsythia, C, the sandlot weed, or D, the Dodger blue. Okay, so Nicole's saying A. So far, Nicole is the only one that has given a choice. Again, the official flower of Brooklyn is a tree, B, the forsythia, C, the sandlot weed, or D, the Dodger blue. Maria saying D, the Dodger blue. Ah, okay. Nicole saying, I am only basing on the novel A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Ah, okay. Barbara saying an official flower? Yeah, the official flower of Brooklyn. Okay. Sally saying A. Ricardo saying A. So it's true. There is a book, a novel called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. So that's what Nicole is basing her answer on. Ricardo saying A, Sally saying A, Maria saying D, Nicole saying A. Okay, time is up, guys. The correct answer was B, choice B, the forsythia. Now, Mrs. Edward Bloom, the wife of the president of the Abraham and Straus department stores, was instrumental in crowning the forsythia as Brooklyn's official flower in 1940. She promoted a vigorous forsythia planting campaign. The bright yellow flower is native of China and Japan. So the forsythia is the official flower of Brooklyn. So nobody got that one. That's okay, guys. That's okay. Hey, there's plenty more. Plenty more. Okay. And by the way, the Dodger blue. The reason why, by the way, the reason why the Brooklyn Dodgers got their name was because people actually used to, when they had the trolley cars here in New York City as one of the modes of transportation, people used to dodge after the cars, you know, the train cars. And that's why they were called the Brooklyn Dodgers, which of course moved to Los Angeles. But they used to dodge after those the train cars, and that's why they're called the Brooklyn Dodgers. Anyway, Nicole saying clearly I know nothing about Brooklyn. That's okay. All right, here we go. Next question. Brooklyn's City Hall was constructed in 1849 near the intersection of Court and Remsen Streets in downtown Brooklyn. The building still stands today. However, since 1898, it has been called A, Brooklyn Yard, B, Dodger Hall, C, Borough Hall, or D, Municipal Hall. Again, Brooklyn's City Hall was constructed in 1849 near the intersection of Court and Remsen Streets in downtown Brooklyn. The building still stands today. However, since 1898, it has been called A, Brooklyn Yard, B, Dodger Hall, C, Borough Hall, or D, Municipal Hall. Nicole saying B with question mark? Ricardo saying B. Barbara saying C. Maria saying A. Nicole saying or maybe A. I allowed myself two guesses. Sally saying B. Okay. Time is up. Only one person got the answer correct. Barbara, you got the answer correct. The answer was choice C. It's Borough Hall. Yes. Borough Hall is the correct answer. Okay, in 1898, Brooklyn ceased being a separate city and became one of the boroughs of Greater New York City. So answer is choice C, Borough Hall. Okay, we only have one city hall, and that is here in Manhattan. That is for all of the 5 boroughs. So, of course, City Hall in Lower Manhattan. We only have one city hall here in Manhattan, in New York City, and it covers all 5 boroughs. So it is now called Borough Hall, and each borough, except for Manhattan, of course, has a borough hall. There's a borough hall in Queens. There's one in Brooklyn. There's one, I believe, in Staten Island as well. And, of course, there's one in the Bronx. So every borough has a borough hall. Yeah, you were wrong on both, Nicole. But, yes, Barbara. And it's only a guess. But, Barbara, you did get a point. Yes, very good. Barbara gets a point. Okay. I really like this book, guys. I really, really like this book. Okay. Let's see who gets this one. This famous person was not born in Brooklyn. Again, this famous person was not born in Brooklyn. A, Michael Jordan. B, Steve Lawrence. C, Larry King. Or D, Yogi Berra. Again, this famous person was not born in Brooklyn. A, Michael Jordan. B, Steve Lawrence. C, Larry King. Or D, Yogi Berra. Nicole saying D. Sally saying said hi. Choice D to Sally. Again, this famous person was not born in Brooklyn. A, Michael Jordan. B, Steve Lawrence. C, Larry King. Or D, Yogi Berra. And I'm not talking about Yogi Bear. Yogi Berra. Maria's saying A, Michael Jordan. And guess what, guys? If you said choice D, you are correct. Choice D was the correct answer. Yes, New York Yankees and Met Yogi Lawrence Peter Berra was born in St. Louis, Missouri. He played his entire professional baseball career as a catcher for the New York City teams. The Hall of Famer played in a record 14 World Series. Yogi Berra, yes, of course. Of course, the famous Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over. And, all of his famous yogiisms. Yes, guys, Yogi Lawrence Peter Berra, of course. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri. So, okay, we got to give points to Sally, Barbara, Ricardo, and Nicole. Okay. Doing a great job, guys. I knew that because I went to undergrad. Oh, yes, that's right. That's right, Nicole. You went to, that's right, to Montclair State University, and they have a stadium named after. That's right. Montclair State University does have a stadium named after Lawrence Peter Yogi Berra, of course. That's right. Yogi Berra. Oh, yes. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri, but the way he used to talk, because he had a New York accent, you would think that he was originally from New York. But of course, I think he lived in New York most of his life, but then he and his wife lived in Jersey. And of course, they do have the stadium at Montclair State University named after Yogi. So, yes, very good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. True or false? Ebbets Field, which was the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers from 1913 to 1957, was named after the surrounding neighborhood. Again, true or false? Ebbets Field, which was the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers from 1913 to 1957, was named after the surrounding neighborhood. True or false? Ricardo's saying, I'm watching the movie Wicked. Oh, cool. Again, Ebbets Field, which was the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers from 1913 to 1957, was named after the surrounding neighborhood. True or false? Nicole saying true. Sally saying true. And yes, enjoy the movie, Ricardo. Absolutely. So far, Nicole and Sally both saying true. Ricardo saying true. Barbara saying I flipped a coin. True. Maria saying true. Okay. Everybody's saying true. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but the answer was false. Nobody got that one right. The answer was false. Ebbets Field was named after the Dodgers' principal owner at that time, Charles Ebbets. That's why they named it after. Okay, so it was named after Charles Ebbets, who was the principal owner at that time. So that's who Ebbets Field was named after. Okay. Okay, moving along. Let's change the topic again. Let's go to. How about. Let's go to the Bronx. Let's go to the Bronx. One of my favorite boroughs because that's where the Yankees are from. Okay, here we go. Okay. And I think this will probably, we're going to ask a few more questions. This might be the last topic for the day because we're already at 80, almost 85 minutes. So, guys, we're gonna wind up the members only live stream in just a little while. And again, guys, thank you all so much for being here and for joining me and spending part of your Sunday afternoon here with the homie on this members only live stream. So here we go. Next topic is the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx. Here we go. The following is not a neighborhood located in the Bronx. Is it A, College Point, B, Pelham Parkway, C, Country Club, or D, Silver Beach? Oh, and thank you, Sally. I appreciate it. Again, the following is not a neighborhood located in the Bronx. A, College Point, B, Pelham Parkway, C, Country Club, or D, Silver Beach? Nicole saying, I have no idea. Choice D. Barbara saying A. Sally saying A. Oh, and you're very welcome as well, Maria. Thank you. Maria saying choice B. Ricardo saying choice A. And Nicole, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Nicole. Oh, Hershey's kisses to you, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nicole sent an $11 super chat saying thanks for always bringing us the fun. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you, Nicole. Hershey's kisses to you. How sweet it is. Thank you so much, Nicole. Oh, you are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nicole. Oh, wow. I really appreciate it. Nicole, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Wow. Such great people. I love everybody here in my chat. Thank you so much, Nicole. It's a pleasure to be able to bring you such great quality entertainment. Thank you so much. There we go. And there we go. Yes, Ricardo saying thank you for the support and dropping those home emojis, the how sweet it is, and the Hershey's Kisses home emojis. Thank you, Ricardo, for dropping those. Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me get back. Okay, so Ricardo said A, Maria said B, Sally said A, Barbara said A, Nicole said D. The correct answer was A, College Point. So those of you that said A, Barbara, Sally, Ricardo, you get a point. Barbara, Sally, Ricardo. Nice job. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Yes, the answer was College Point. College Point is actually in Queens. College Point is a town in Queens. So, yes, Pelham Parkway, of course. Everybody knows Pelham Parkway. That's the last stop on the number 6 train. So, Pelham Parkway, Country Club is actually also in the Bronx, and Silver Beach also in the Bronx. Okay. Next one. Here we go. The Bronx was named after A, the Dutch word for cheer, B, farmer Jonas Bronk, C, Connecticut Yankee settlers known as Bronx Bombers, or D, the zoo, the Bronx Zoo. Was the Bronx named after A, the Dutch word for cheer, B, farmer Jonas Bronk, C, Connecticut Yankee settlers known as Bronx Bombers, or D, the zoo? Nicole saying C. Sally saying C. Maria saying C. Can I repeat the question? Absolutely, yes. The Bronx was named after A, the Dutch word for cheer, Cheer, cheer. B, farmer Jonas Bronk. C, Connecticut Yankee settlers known as the Bronx Bombers. Or D, the zoo, as in the Bronx Zoo. The Bronx was named after A, the Dutch word for cheer, Cheer. B, farmer Jonas Bronk. C, Connecticut Yankee settlers known as Bronx Bombers. Or D, the zoo. Okay, let's get those answers in. Time is running out. 91 minutes. Got 4 likes. Thank you. Barbara McPeak saying B. Did everybody put a guess in? Let's see. Sally put a guess in. Maria put a guess in. Ricardo, Barbara. So Nicole, Sally, Maria. Okay, so everybody got their choice in? Sally saying this is so funny and lots of fun. I am so glad that you are enjoying it, Sally. Thank you again so much. And thank you to everybody that's here right now. The correct answer was choice B. Yes, choice B was the correct answer. Barbara, you're the only one that got it right. Yes, Jonas Bronk, a Dutch citizen of Scandinavian origin, in 1639 settled and farmed the land north of Manhattan. The area in and around his large tract of land was commonly referred to as Bronx, Bronck apostrophe S, Bronx Farm, and eventually the name was changed to The Bronx, Bronx. But his name was spelled Bronck, Bronk, and it was named, they called it Bronx, Bronck apostrophe S, Bronx Farm. And they just decided to change the CK apostrophe S just to a letter X, and they called it the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx. Okay, yes. So, Barbara. So, Barbara is the only one that got a point for that one. Lucky guess, yes. It was called Bronx, Bronck apostrophe S, Bronx Farm. No, named after Jonas Bronk. Okay. Let's see. It even gives famous people that were, that are buried. Oh, famous people that buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in the Bronx. Wow. Okay. Okay, here we go. True or false? Baseball legend George Herman Babe Ruth is buried at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. True or false? True or false? Baseball legend George Herman Babe Ruth, of course, the Babe, Babe Ruth is buried at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Is that true or false? And speaking of Yankee Stadium, I got to get a score update. Nicole saying false. Barbara saying, what? False, I hope. Sally saying false. So Nicole said false. Barbara saying false. Sally saying false. Ricardo saying false. Maria saying false. Of course, guys. The answer is false. Yes. Of course, guys. The answer is false. Babe Ruth is not buried in Yankee Stadium. There is a Babe Ruth monument in Monument Park, of course. However, the Sultan of Swat is buried at the Gate of Heaven Cemetery in Westchester County, which is upstate New York. So, but the Babe is not buried in Yankee Stadium. Nobody is buried in Yankee Stadium, guys. But yes, Babe Ruth is buried upstate New York. But there is a monument. Of course, there's a monument in Monument Park in left field at Yankee Stadium. So if you're ever at Yankee Stadium, if you've never been to Yankee Stadium, guys, you got to visit Monument Park. They always give tours of Monument Park before a home game at Yankee Stadium. So if you're ever going to a home game at Yankee Stadium, definitely get there early. Once the stadium opens, you are permitted to visit Monument Park. It is free, of course, with a ticket. Of course, I mean, you need your ticket to get into the stadium, but it is free to visit Monument Park when you have your ticket to enter the stadium. Okay, guys. So let me see. Let me get two more questions. Okay, two more questions. Let's go to a different topic. Let's go. Oh, here's a topic called In the Hood. In the Hood. Page 347. Let's go to In the Hood. Here we go. Okay, In the Hood. Okay. Okay. Here we go. In the Hood. This Queens community constitutes the largest area and population in the borough. Is it A, Long Island City, B, Richmond Hill, C, Queens Village, or D, Kew Gardens? Again, this Queens community constitutes the largest area and population in the borough. Is it A, Long Island City, B, Richmond Hill, C, Queens Village, or D, Kew Gardens? Now, only people from Queens would probably know the answer to that. So, anybody that wants to take a guess? Nicole saying D, Kew Gardens. There'll be one more question after this. Barbara saying D. Again, this Queens community constitutes the largest area and population in the borough. Is it A, Long Island City, B, Richmond Hill, C, Queens Village, or D, Kew Gardens? So far we've got two people say, oh, everybody's saying D, Kew Gardens. Getting a whole bunch of D's. So Nicole saying D, Barbara saying D, Ricardo saying D, Maria saying D. Sally's the only one that hasn't answered. Time is up. Time is up. Oh, there we go. Okay, Sally said D. Okay, Sally just got her answer in at the buzzer. The correct answer is choice A, Long Island City. Long Island City comprises parts of the New York City neighborhoods of Astoria, Hunters Point, Ravenswood, Steinway, Dutch Kills, and Sunnyside. It is located in the northeastern portion of the borough of Queens. Since the mid 1800s, Long Island City has been a haven for industry. Today, it is still the industrial center of Queens, although many parts of it are residential. Long Island City boasts the One Court Square office tower, the Hunters Point redevelopment project, the International Design Center of New York, LaGuardia Community College, the American Museum of the Moving Image, Silver Cup Studios, and Eagle Electric. So, yeah, all of those things are part of Long Island City. And that is where the Queensboro Bridge winds up going in when it comes from Manhattan into Queens. It ends in Long Island City. So, interesting fact. Interesting fact. Queens Village was known simply as Queens from the 1850s to the 1920s. Kew Gardens was named in 1910 after the botanical garden in England of the same name. So, interesting. Okay. Last question. Also in the topic of in the hood. In the hood. Okay. Here we go. Last question. Let's see who can get this. The only reason I said D is because I have heard of it only in morning radio a few times. Oh, okay. No problem, Nicole. No problem. I am so excited to move into Manhattan soon. Yes, Sally, we are so excited to have you coming to Manhattan. Can't wait. Please let me know when you're going to be moving. Okay, here we go. Last question. Soho and Tribeca are two popular sections of Manhattan named after A, Indian tribes, B, acronyms, C, families, or D, sports heroes. Again, Soho and Tribeca are two popular sections of Manhattan that are named after A, Indian tribes, B, acronyms, C, families, or D, sports heroes. Nicole saying A, Indian tribes. Okay, no problem, Sally. Barbara saying B, Sally saying A. Anybody else want to guess? This is the last question, guys, and we're gonna have plenty more of these trivia quizzes, guys, because this book, between this book and volume 2, plenty of questions, guys. There are going to be plenty of questions. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this one, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun with these trivia books. Ricardo saying B. Maria saying B. Oh, darn, I lost my place. And let me get back to that question again. There we go. Okay, so again, Barbara said B, Sally said A, Maria said B, Cool Guy said B, Sally said B. Oh, Sally, you changed your answer to B. Okay. Nicole said A. And the correct answer was choice B, yes. Choice B was the correct answer. Choice B, acronyms, yes. Okay, SOHO stands for South of Houston Street. SO, South of Houston, HO, SOHO. And of course, Tribeca is the triangle below Canal Street. Triangle, below Canal Street. Tribeca was a name created for this Manhattan district by realtors in the mid 1970s. So let's see. Barbara gets a point. Maria gets a point. Ricardo gets a point, and Sally gets a point. Oh no! Oh, Nicole. You know what? I'm gonna give Nicole a point anyway. I'm gonna give Nicole a point anyway. Okay, so guys, tallying up the totals. Here we go. With 13 points, Ricardo. With Virginia, but Virginia left, but Virginia got 7 points. With a total of 16 points, Barbara McPeak, 16 points. Maria got 7 points. Sally got a total of 11 points. And Nicole got a total of 6 points. But Nicole, you joined us late. But thank you so much, Nicole. And our big winner today was Barbara McPeak. Barbara, you got a total of 16 points. Let's give it up for Barbara. Barbara with a total of 16 points. Yes, giving it up for Barbara. Okay, so guys, again, this book, I love this book. Here it is again. Mr. New York Trivia Quiz. Again, the author, John V. Barbieri. So, fantastic book. And we'll definitely be using this book for future trivia and so for some more members only live streams. But guys, I want to thank you. Now, Barbara, I don't know if I've ever sent you any prizes. If I did, then I will have your address on file. If not, if you could please email me your mailing address so I can mail a prize to you. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think we'll also give. Let's see. I don't. You know what, Maria? You've never won a prize. Let's give Maria a prize as well. Barbara, you get a prize. Maria gets a prize. And I think you know what? I know Nicole already got a prize from the last trivia contest. Sally, have I ever sent you a prize? I'm not sure if I've ever sent Sally Scipio a prize, but you know what, Sally? When you move to Manhattan, once you move here, I can always personally give you a prize. So, but yeah, oh, you're very welcome, Nicole. And again, thank you so much for sending that $11 super chat. Mwah, mwah. Again, Hershey's kisses. Oh, okay. Yes, Sally did receive one last year. Okay, cool. But I definitely want to send a prize to Barbara. So, Barbara, if you've never received a prize from me, then I do not have your address. So please email me your address. Again, only email. And if you don't want the prize, if you don't want to send your address, then that's also fine. I do totally understand. Some people don't like to give their personal address, so that's no problem at all. But again, if you would like to get a prize, Barbara, I will be more than happy to send you one. So again, if you're not comfortable, send. Oh, okay, excellent, Barbara, excellent. Okay, so Barbara's gonna do that. But again, I want to thank everybody for spending part of your Sunday afternoon here with me. I love you guys. You are awesome. Thank you to everybody. This members only live stream is just about over and done. Make your life sweeter with food and fun. If you're ever in need of anything to do, always know that the homie will be there for you. Life is full of hits and misses. I bid you adieu until next time with love and Hershey's. Mwah. Kisses. There's no outro, guys, because this members only live stream is being done on YouTube. So there's no outro. So again, thank you all so much, guys. I'm going to say bye-bye. Take care. Love to everybody. how sweet it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be well, be safe. And again, I love you all. You guys are awesome. I cannot do this without you guys. You guys are what make this channel happen. Love you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we will see you again next time. Bye, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.